Relationship advice. Updated. My 30 male girlfriend, 28 female, of almost 10 years, has been cheating with a 50 male former coworker for months. Original post. September of this year would have made 10 years with girlfriend. We have been together since college. We are the only people we have each been with for more than a few months. The only people we had each slept with. We have grown into adults together. Experienced all life has to offer, both good and bad. Last March, right before Corona hit, we sold our house and moved from a small town in a rural state to the suburbs of a much more populated state outside a major city for a promotion I got. She was hesitant to go, but we wanted to have new life experiences and see what living in a more populated area had to offer, so we went for it. When COVID hit, she couldn't find a job for months. She finally did, but was not happy with it. Her mental health declined, as I was working 6 and 7 days a week as a manager for an essential business during the pandemic. At the start of November, she said she had a mental breakdown at work and couldn't go back for a while. She then left for 8 nights unannounced, and did not communicate much at all. Said she was staying with her one good work friend, but there were other people with them doing Ds. They were working on getting another friend into rehab. I was shocked and worried, because this was not like her at all. She comes back for a week, tries going back to work and can't even make it a full day. Quits. At this point she's apologizing, saying she needs to focus on her mental health. She has to get through this on her own. Needs some time and space. Ends up getting her own place without telling me. Moves out most of her stuff. The whole time, I'm trying to support her, be there for her, give her space, whatever she needs. She keeps apologizing. I knew something was going on. A month later, one of her former coworkers, FB, messages me a picture of her and this guy taking a selfie. Says she's sorry, but I needed to know. Says they have been seeing each other since September. The guy is married with kids, and his wife had cancer not long ago. Says he's also a recovering addict who relapsed at the start of the year. She finally calls and confesses the next day, after I messaged her about it. Says they're in love. Her, a 28 female, is in love with a 50 male recovering, maybe, married substance addict. He treats her right and takes care of her in ways I don't. He is almost certainly manipulating her. I think this all stems from the passing of her father in 2018 from his own cancer battle. She has never grieved and processed any of that trauma. She also has childhood trauma from her mother being a substance user. Daddy issues, lots of trauma, depression, means she is an easy target for abuse and manipulation. We're obviously done for good, but I wanted to share my story because I feel that it is an unusual one, and I am feeling alone in a place without friends or family to talk to right now. Now for the top comments before the little update. It seems to me that when a partner starts talking about space to work on themselves, it means they're cheating. I knew it was either cheating or a substance problem. Most likely ended up being both, unfortunately. This could be a blessing in disguise for you, although 10 years long-term relationship is difficult to forget about, but you have dodged a bullet there. Don't try to beg her back into the relationship, and I would suggest getting your locks changed and go no contact. Sadly, brother, your story isn't so rare. A lot of broken girls out there with daddy issues. Add the drinking and Ds, and the fact you don't have kids. There's nothing there to save, and hopefully you'll realize soon that you're better off to pass that problem off. I've been trying for years to fix her, and get her to see someone to work through her trauma. Her mental health has been a slow decline since she lost her father a few years ago. Not that it was great before that. I can't do it anymore with her. Broken people attract other broken people. You were the last normal thing in her life, until she spirals out of control and follows her family history. Very sad and traumatic for you, especially since it feels like 10 years wasted. Definitely keep her blocked for good, as her addictions may almost assuredly reach out to you at some point. I'm 100% sure she will try reaching out after he eventually leaves. It did feel like 10 years was wasted at first, but I won't try to remember the good times we had and the experiences we shared. I wouldn't forget any of it if you could take it all away. The first half of the relationship was really good. I'm sure I would feel different if I was older, or we were married or had kids, but I don't like to live thinking in what ifs. Now for the little update. I want to thank everyone for the support and kind words, as well as the guidance. Most of you, even those younger, have more relationship experience than I do. Looking back, I have been enabling her and haven't seen it for so long. Many of you said this is just as much her fault as it is his, if not more. You are right. Mental illness, anxiety, depression are all valid, but don't make her actions okay. The co-worker that contacted me said the wife and family know and are obviously very hurt. I am going to go for an STD test, as well as seek therapy. Our lease was up after February, but the landlord had someone interested and said she would pay me back for the last month if I can leave, so I will be finding a new place ASAP. All password changed, joint accounts taken care of, credit was already frozen. I think I have everything covered as far as that goes. Last, I knew the not getting married question would come up. We have actually been engaged since 2016. Her father's cancer came back early 2017 and he died March 2018. She hasn't been in any headspace since to get married. We were planning again for 2020, but we moved and then COVID hit. I had my reservations about getting married before she fixed her mental health and anxiety issues, as well as her letting her physical fitness completely go downhill as well. I know now it wasn't ever going to get fixed with us together, and me being there for her. This is all a valuable experience and is for the best, as most of you have said. Thank you. Now for the next story. My 21 male girlfriend, 20 female, just asked to have an open relationship. When I told her I wasn't comfortable, she said she'd stop seeing other people. Let me start off by saying, I have a really good relationship with my girlfriend right now. We started dating in February, a bit before quarantine started. She and I almost always get along, and when we disagree, we're able to work it out relatively easily. We've really had very little problems, so when I said she had something pretty serious to talk to me about, I was fully expecting the conversation to go smoothly as usual. She brought up that she wanted to have an open relationship. Honestly, the question took me by surprise, since I never would have guessed from anything else. It kinda took me by surprise since she hasn't mentioned anything like this before. I told her honestly that I wasn't comfortable with having an open relationship. She was confused and asked why. So I explained that I'd just be worried about how far she'd be taking it, and I don't think that would be healthy for us in general. She then proceeded to tell me that she thought going into the relationship that it would be open, but that she would stop hooking up with people now. After she said that, I was pretty clearly upset, so she tried to say that I didn't make it clear enough that I didn't want an open relationship. Honestly, I feel really betrayed. I'm not even sure if she actually thought that we had an open relationship, or if she just wanted to have this conversation now to cover up the fact that she's been cheating on me. I'm really conflicted about what I should do. Should I cut her off? Or should I just acknowledge that it was a mistake and hopefully just move on? Now for the top advice. She brought up that she wanted to have an open relationship. She then proceeded to tell me that she thought going into the relationship that it would be open, but that she would stop hooking up with people now. These don't match. Please leave her. Also, for it to be an open relationship, it needs to be clearly communicated that it's open, not the other way around. This is the smoothest freaking "I'm cheating on you" I have ever seen delivered. She knew the relationship wasn't open, or she wouldn't ask. She just told OP she'd been messing around tonight on him, and he's doubting himself. You could not have said it any better, or funnier. She's cheating on you. Throw the whole woman out. I agree, throw the whole woman away. She's cheating on you, and then trying to blame you with, "You never said we weren't open." Whiffs of toxicity. Get yourself out of there, OP. So, she cheated on you. Her excuse is BS. No one just assumes they're in an open relationship for 10 entire months, and never says a single word about it, and just starts effing people. I would definitely cut her off. She lied, and she put your health at risk without you knowing. How can you assume you've been in an open relationship the entire time, but yet ask your partner for an open relationship? She knew exactly what she was doing was wrong. Now for the next story. Wife cheated, blamed me for digging, wants to stay together. Few years ago, my wife started talking about an open marriage. I told her I wasn't comfortable with it. After that, she started to befriend more men. I always knew about them, but there was always a bit of secrecy to them as well. I started paying attention to her phone. The messages were very intimate without implying anything was going on, and then they started to always be deleted. On the second one, she started lying about where she was, so I started watching her car mileage. I confronted her once when she said she'd be somewhere, and me and the kids went to surprise her and she wasn't there. Minutes before we showed up, she said she was there. Turns out she went to lunch with a guy. Fast forward through 2 other male friends, someone we knew through our kids' activities, starts hitting her up. I saw some messages that concerned me. So I took another step. I logged into her account so I could see the messages in real time. That went on for a couple months, until a message implied that something had happened and may have crossed a line. Again, I confronted her. She claimed to know I was watching and was doing it to spin me up, said I was the one who was wrong for looking/digging. We went through a bunch of conversations and moved on, but she still insisted on seeing this guy. I still felt something was off. Our intimacy was different, she was dressing different and doing more personal grooming. So, I didn't go back into her accounts, but I bought a micro recorder. I captured a phone call that they talked about hooking up, and that it had been going on for a while. I again confronted her, and she said that she only kissed him, and again it was my fault because of the way I made her feel by watching her. She said that it will stop, but she is still going to spend time with this guy. Am I a fool to give her a chance and tolerating her spending time with this guy? Now for the top advice, or more like some much needed slap in the face. Yes, you'd be a fool. Time for a divorce. Seriously. I went through a similar situation and forgave her. Guess how that ended? Once a relationship gets to the point that you're so untrusting and so paranoid that you're watching your vehicle's car mileage, that's the point that you take a step back and realize that your relationship is doomed. And your wife's insistence that she was only interacting with other men because she knew you were digging, is complete horse dung. This relationship sounds like a dumpster fire. Not paranoia if there's actually something going on. I get your reservations. You have kids and your life is revolving around your family. But the only reason you are even considering staying with her is you are remembering how she was when you met, the reasons you fell in love with her. But that person is gone. That person has been replaced by an unlovable, selfish, disrespectful, gaslighting monster. The monster killed your wife. Mourn the loss of your wife, and say goodbye to the monster. Get undeniable and documented proof first. The monster will drag your name through the mud without it. Now for the last story. Girlfriend, 29 female, asks for a pause in our, 29 male, relationships because she never dated anyone but me. She feels like she is missing out and asks for permission to date her coworker while we are on a pause. We are together for 5 years and these are the first relationships for both of us. 2020 was a bit rough on us either, and even though we usually enjoyed spending all of our time together, it started to feel that we are getting tired from each other towards the end of the year. When she offered a pause in our relationships, I was ready for that and totally agreed that we need to spend some time living separately to get some rest from each other. She said that never really lived alone in her life and would like to spend some time having that experience. What I wasn't prepared for, she asks for permission to date her coworker while our relationships are on hold. She says that she is not interested in him as a person, it's a pure physical attraction. She loves me and wants to stay with me. But she never had experience dating other guys, feeling attractive to other men, flirting. Our relationship is so long that they stopped evolving, and when the coworker showed the interest in her, her self-esteem suddenly boosted. I am still trying my best to be romantic and attentive, but it seems like over the years, all of these flowers, surprises and love letters lost their meaning, and feel more like a routine now. And I would be okay with all that dating and flirting thing, but the possibility they may have intercourse is killing me. The problem is, I can't provide her the bedroom life she needs. I have, let's say, congenital issue with my genitals and usually relied on devices. So, I understand why she might want to try it with someone functional. Moreover, I am not attractive as a man. I am short, I have extra weight, I have social anxiety, I am average in every way, while she is beautiful in every way. I am eternally grateful she discussed that with me instead of cheating. But still, it kills me when I think about that. For now, I said that I can't forbid her anything, and I don't want her regretting after 10 to 15 years that she never experienced anything but steady family life. Something similar happened with my mother when she was 40. Even less, I want her to cheat on me, if that physical attraction becomes too strong. I am prepared we may break up as a result, whatever I decide. But I love her, I was ready to spend all my life with her, and I don't want to lose her that easy, if there's any chance to restart our relationships. But I don't want to be a backup option either. It feels like a legalized cheating. I don't know if I can see or touch her again the same way, knowing that she was with another guy. I won't stop thinking that she constantly compares me with him, thinking was he better? Just picturing how that was happening. How are they going to see each other at work after that? Should I agree on the pause on her terms? Should I say, I'm okay with dating, But if you sleep with him, I may not want to unpause our relationship? I think this can provoke her to lie to me, rather than resolve the problem. How do I handle all these feelings and jealousy? How do I resolve this situation with dignity, without humiliating myself just to stay with her? I feel stupid both agreeing and disagreeing to this. Now for the top advice. You're her second choice and backup plan. Don't be exactly this. I was the girl in this situation at the beginning of this year. He was my first boyfriend, dated 3 years. I wanted a break, and he broke up with me. I'm glad he did. I realized very quickly that I really just wanted him to be a safety net. Yes, I was this girl, except I ended up realizing how much I actually liked him after I broke up with him. But I'm glad I have some time on my own to live and become comfortable with myself. And if we end up together again, I'd be extremely happy, but if not, then at least I'm living on my own terms and not staying in a relationship my whole life due to fear of the unknown or fear of loneliness. How about this? You break up with her, then tell her that she is single and can do whatever she wants, but that she cannot come back or contact you ever again. You have profound wisdom. Dude. Relationship don't have pause button. They have play when you begin and stop when and if you end it. No freaking resume, or fast forward or backward. So, if she wants to press a button, only one there is. As for your bedroom problems, she knew and accepted those. If you are not enough now, you will never be. Realize that and start to move toward the exit. And that's it for this video, guys. If you have thoughts to share, leave a comment below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like this content. I'll catch you in the next one. Good day, everyone.